Okay, you can kind of see what I've done here is I've hinge cut these box elder trees. Now these are live trees. I know they don't look live, but they are. The reason that they look dead is because the cows grazed on them and ate all the leaves off. They even ate a lot of the twigs off. You can see all the fresh green growth from the year. They just ate that right off. Now these are highland cows. I don't know if regular cows would do the same thing, but because highlands are adapted to eat twigs and stuff like that, and they really like it. It's like candy to them. I'm gonna come over here. I'll show you what I did to kind of produce this result. And as long as I move the cows out, and I did, they're out of this pasture right now because they finished eating all the leaves. These leaves will come back onto these box elders several times this year, and I'll show you why. Because I didn't kill them completely. If you look right here, you can see what I did is I hinge cut the tree. Now this one actually broke off a little bit, but there's still underneath here the cadmium layer, which is the live part of the tree, right in here, is still connected to the stump and to the root. So nutrients and water will still come up from the root through the cadmium layer up here and then on out to the branches and produce more leaves. This might be a better example right here. You can see this structure is still attached to the tree, and so this tree will continue to live. It's not going to produce as much greenery as it would if it was still standing, but it will still produce greenery that the cows can eat. And I learned this technique from a deer habitat person. They do the same thing for deer for winter woody browse and for cover. So they'll cut these down and leave the cadmium layer attached so that deer will have a food source in the wintertime. Figured if it works for deer, it ought to work for cows, and it sure has so far. It really has, especially these highlands where they enjoy eating the green twigs and that type of thing. So, but eventually, the cows will hit this hard enough. They'll take the leaves off time and time again. Eventually, the top part of these trees will die off. But I'll show you what happens after a while. After this top dies off, we'll have a tree that's up in the air, piece of wood, so it can dry without rotting. And once that happens, then we can cut this up and make nice firewood. So we're kind of, stacking our function of this box elder tree, which is a pioneer tree on the edge of the woods. If we accelerate its succession, because it naturally wants to kind of grow along the ground or at an arch to provide cover and nutrients for other trees, it naturally wants to do that. But if we do this, it's kind of like a chop and drop. It kind of accelerates that progression. And so when this does die off, it will still grow back suckers. It'll sucker from the bottom, and the cows will keep hitting, and eventually this will die off. And what we've done once we did that, once this has died off, see there's this tree right here. The large tree right there is an elm. And that tree is more of a mature hardwood. And it is already, it's probably 15 years old. So this succession has been taking progress over a period of years. Now this is like the second march forward of the forest as it's progressing outward towards the field. The old line was back there. See the large maple right there? That's the old forest line, which is about 30 feet from this box elder that I'm standing at right here. So that's how far the forest has progressed over 15 years. It's come out 30 to 50 feet, okay? Extended beyond the old edge. Okay, and then back there, now that we've kind of taken out these box elders, we've opened up sunlight so that we can have all this area was shaded out. We can have young trees grow up, grasses and different things in this area to kind of rejuvenate, have more of an oak savanna type environment here, which will be really highly productive and really provide us good pasture land for the cows. So right now they're mad at me because I trapped them out in the woods, and they want to eat. They want me to cut more box elder trees down because they think it's candy. So I've kind of spoiled them. So every time I come out here, they start yelling at me because they want more box elders. But you can see I've done quite a few this way. And then behind me on this other side, you can see quite a few more I've done this way. It really doesn't take a lot of time, and I'll put a video that shows how I do that. And if you've got box elder trees that are growing like this, you know, it's one way that you can utilize them to improve your land and make firewood, build more pasture, and go from there. I'm going to cut a couple of box elder trees down with my handy dandy saw here, and take a look. You'll like this. This is pretty cool. Once I get them down, they'll come running. So just stay tuned. This looks like a nice candidate right here. Nice and small, probably 4 inches around. I can get through it pretty quick with the old handsaw, and it's close enough to the cows where they'll come running right over when I get it down. This is what you call hinge cutting. I'm cutting it a little too much of an angle, but well, it should still work. Wish I had my Japanese saw, that works better. There it goes. Watch it go. Just like that. Alright, let's go to the next tree here. Let's see, we got an elm here with a mulberry next to it. I didn't want to cut mulberries down, but the thing is right next to that elm. On the other hand, elms get to about this size and then they die. So I guess I'm going to leave both of these guys alone because this elm is probably going to die, and then this mulberry will be favored. Like, here's a thick grove of box elders that are kind of blocking out the sunlight from these other trees. So it's keeping this kind of bare, so really need to come out. So we're going to cut these down, and they're just loving that stuff. I love this stuff. That'll keep them busy for a while. A couple hours anyway. Alright, well, I hope you guys like this video. Please share it, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Lots more videos coming. I'm starting to get used to this YouTube thing. I think we'll be doing several videos a week. So subscribe. There's going to be lots more like this coming. And we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Bye.